You can't buy that product. You can't scale that business. I don't care for it. The younger, the better. You're trying to attract the fucking older. Why?
I am in utter shock. Roman just bought the worst watch that I have ever seen.
Zero oversight, zero due diligence. We don't know anything about auction or how they work or how they operate. It's completely foreign to us. It's not our thing.
You have to lowball this because the clientele who buys at auction is not the gray market clientele. So they'll overpay buying at auction. They won't overpay buying. They're not even buying on the gray market a lot of the time. And it's just, something like this, there's nothing that we can do with it.
The idea is now this watch, which it's a 23-year-old minute repeater perpetual calendar. Mistakes only happen for one reason. For one reason and one reason only. For being lazy. And for thinking you know something you don't know anything about. That's when mistakes happen. Lack of oversight, incompetence. When me and Marco sit and make offers, doesn't matter how easy Rolex are, or AP, or Pate, we do our due diligence. Check what we sold them last for. We check wholesale chats. We have a multitude of things that we do before we spend company resources. It's important. We have the most important job here, by far. And then when I see this happen, it's like, what are we doing? Adrian, relax. Like, don't take yourself so seriously. How can I not? I just don't understand.
Roman sometimes is still stuck in the past and has an idea of how things work, whereas I look at things right now and for the future and the clientele that we attract mostly.
Go find another one is the line of thinking. Who's looking for it? I've been in business for 12 years. I don't know what this watch is or how to sell it.
I know the watch and I can't sell it.
You buy something like this and nothing happens to it. You sit for it forever. You sell it at a loss when you're in a crunch for cash. I mean, I'm the asshole. Our customer.
I don't know what to say.
Our customer.
I don't know what to say. Just make sure it's fully wound so I don't f it up.
He goes, people asked me about on the unboxings.
That could be for a dollhouse.
For his dollhouse.
People that buy this shit aren't alive anymore. My grandma had this shit in her dresser drawer.
We see the enamel work though?
This is the shit that they used to bring from Russia as like for bread, you know, in case they got stopped along the way. Are you kidding me? Go find another one. That's the logic. I'll tell you what I can't find, another one of him. That's for damn sure. They're questioning if there's life on other planets, I guarantee you. That's where it came from.
When they made Roman, they threw away the mold.
That did not pass quality control.
They cast him without a tree.
For the next 24 hours, I don't want to talk to Roman. I don't want to discuss anything. I need a little bit of time to decompress, and we will talk tomorrow.
Come take my hand, we'll walk this road together through the storm, whatever weather, cold or warm. Just letting you know you're not alone. So late great Eminem. Eminem wore this.
Yeah, great.
Guys, Eminem wore this style. It's a cover cap for the day.
Sing for me, Angela, music.
We'll walk this road together.
This is a Gary watch right here.
Through the storm. Imagine like Peter's dad walking in like a restaurant, sitting down with this on his wrist, asking for a calamari.
1980s, I scrapped more of these nugget bracelets, probably more in gold weight than you weigh.
Dang, Gary's been trapping gold for a minute now. Dude, Gary's a legend.
This
Gary,
is not the region.
get him on the show more, man. We need somebody to make a documentary about Gary in the 80s because I'm telling you, he would run circles around everybody. That dude was making bank.
Bro, I opened a San Pellegrino bottle and it spilled all over myself. Would it be weird if I took my pants off and just dried my pants? You know. Today we're here in Brooklyn, right behind the bridge. It's honestly my favorite spot in all of New York City. Super calm here. Got to see my Nona, got to get some pizza, deliver to some flowers. Now we're gonna go deliver this watch. So I'm in the city, I'm delivering a 116 500 LN, a ceramic blackface Daytona to 𝗙𝗃𝗃. He's an artist in New York City, and I'm really excited to see his reaction. Honestly, man, it's great to meet you, man. Legend. Thank you. And I'm really happy to have been able to do this for you right here. Boom. So we got a bunch of goodies in here, but let's start with the main event. All right. Let's start with the main event. There you go, sir. I'll let you do the
Goodies are nice, though.
do the honors, you know. Everybody loves those beige boxes. Those are...
Yeah.
Look at that. Oh, man, that's nice. Isn't it?
Yeah, this is beautiful.
It is. You know, everyone loves the Panda, right? But I like this. I like this because it's a little more under the radar. It goes with a lot more outfits. You know,
Oh, this is clean.
it is clean, like I said.
Did you pull any links out yet?
No link, sir.
All right. Because it's fairly close to size.
I
I know one link should have to come out.
Exactly.
But, oh, man,
One link will
so
come out,
nice.
and I think it's on the clasp is all the way closed. Yeah.
Okay.
Love it. Beautiful.
Stunning, stunning.
Thank you so much.
Hey, pleasure's mine, man.
Happy you can make it happen.
Yeah, honestly, thank you, thank you. So he actually gifted me one of his paintings. I'm part of a select few, including Dr. Dre, Jay-Z, LL Cool J, really all the big heavy hitters in hip hop to have these pieces, and he threw one in to sweeten the deal. Hey, I know we're delivering you a watch, but man, this is sick. I'm getting something too. I'm part of the select few.
Yeah.
Pharrell Williams, LL Cool J. Jazzy Jeff, all these guys, Takashi Murakami, all of these guys got
Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre, you know, all of these guys got one, and now Swiss Dave has one, man. So, bro, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much, man.
My pleasure.
Yeah. This is sick. Honestly, man, that man Peter Pate is a legend. Actual, like, OG graffiti artist. Guy who's lived it. Guy who's living his dream. Thanks again, Peter. I hope you enjoy the watch. I love my painting. It's going in my new house.
Here we go. I'm gonna let you do the honors. Sorry.
All right, no worries.
This watch looks so.
You know, I got it for the box.
Did
The
you?
box is beautiful, yeah.
Adrian said the box on this with the limited. I think it was that perfect touch. And you have like 3 different ways to wear it now with the camo, the black. I just think it's a perfect touch. It's like not doing too much.
I really didn't know what it was going to look like with the red, but it turned out.
I didn't either. I took a risk. I'm like, let's do the black and the red. And the girl that helps us with these straps, she's awesome. She was like, the red is the way to go. I'm like, well, let's just do both, just in case, you know?
I don't have anything like this. In
I
my
know.
collection.
Your collection is mainly like what? Rolex. It's like 85% Rolex.
85% Rolex.
Probably a little
yeah.
bit more, to be honest. So.
Yeah, this is perfect, man.
I
I was hesitant. I was like, keep that.
I know. You said you
50-year
might want to
anniversary
switch it.
on standby just in case.
That's all.
No, this is beautiful. This turned out really well. What do you think, Marco?
I think it looks great. It looks phenomenal.
Yeah, I drove by the Eagle Stadium and flipped them off. And,
Where was that cheesesteak from? I was
so
going
there's
to
a
tell you to go to
place-
Steve's. I
No,
was
there's
like,
a
go to
place in
Steve's
Delaware.
that has a Philly cheesesteak.
It's called Malins, M-A-L-I-N-S.
Sounds good.
And it's in Delaware, and every time I go to the Eagles Cowboys game, I'll stop there. I've done the Philly cheesesteaks in Philly.
Yeah.
No.
Listen, let me put this up for the record. I might get killed later. Philadelphia, when you really live here, you know the spots. It's not, Geno's, and it's not Pat's. He's 100% right. You got to know the sleeper spots. I would say Steve Steaks over both. That might sound crazy. It is what it is. I'm born and raised here. Yeah. Next one.
Yes.
I knew that's going to be one of your everyday wears, one of your favorites. It's fully wrapped because all of our new ones, we just like to make sure it's fully sealed. If you want us to remove it, you could put that on too.
Yeah.
We could
No, you already got
size
the 2 links out for me?
No, not on this one. Brand new. I could remove 2 if you need to. Peter's
Yeah.
up there, so we could remove
Let's
2
do
before.
2 links. 2 what I usually do, right? 2 on.
2 on normal sub, and we'll get that done, no problem. This one I'm kind of excited about because I remember with this, you were like iffy about the band.
The band color, yeah.
I think you're gonna like it more in person. The website had a different color look, and I think even when I pulled it up, I was shocked. So I think you're gonna like it. I'll let you reveal it. Perfect. Because I don't know. I know you were like, oh, Kev, I kind of like the darker brown, but I don't know. This is nice. It's not as light as the website made it look.
Yeah.
If you know, you know. That's what I say. It's not screaming.
Amongst all my collection, this is probably the one I would.
I think it's going to look good when it's on.
Yeah.
Size-wise, I think it's going to be your most comfortable size-wise.
Yeah.
Like the way it actually lays on your wrist, it's a really comfortable wear.
No, this is perfect. It's very casual, and I love it. It's different than my other Patek.
We pulled out a few goodies.
You know he had to. He knew he had to. AP Turb.
That's a beautiful watch.
Yeah, so.
I mean, this is
insane,
just
right?
insane, gorgeous.
Something you don't see every day. We got some of the rarest things.
Yeah, this is just gorgeous.
So this one will go 1, 2. I just want to get a size wear. I just want to see your wrist. If it's tight, sorry. That actually ain't bad. You probably maybe need 1 more or 1 less. Just want to see how it would feel. It's such a lightweight piece. I know when I first started working there, I put it on, I couldn't believe the weight on it.
It's a lot lighter than I expected.
When you stare at it, you think it'd be like pretty heavy. It's not.
Well, now you understand how Bubba can play golf in this.
I was gonna say, I never understood it. This is the exact one, look.
Bubba Watson, yep.
Bubba Watson. And it's crazy because most people look at the blue one like it's better, but I feel like everyday wear, like people put the blue straps on it and they like say that that's considered Bubba, because I told somebody, he's like, no, it has blue straps.
I
I'm
mean,
like,
the Bubba, quote unquote, is usually referred to as the white one. It's the same reference, the R55. They did it in a couple different editions. This is the America's edition,
good.
so it's limited, I think, 99 pieces. And it's their carbon TPT and then titanium sides.
insane. That's like everybody's favorite.
That's pretty light. Yeah. Well,
You would need a good amount of links too.
Yeah. All right, football season starting. When the Eagles play the Redskins,
my
if you can deliver
goodness.
those 2 watches that I want.
For sure. I
I want
listen,
the 5980R rose gold with an olive dial. Day.
I know. So with that last deal totaling around $85,000, that puts me around the $400K mark for this month, and I'm pushing hard to try to finish around $800,000.
All right, so my client, who's in the medical field, he drove up from Maryland to pick up this Rolex Explorer. So it's a 124270, 36 millimeter Explorer. Excellent condition. So it's really like new. It essentially is a new watch. So we're just going to go ahead and QC it, prepare it for him, and then present him the watch. Water or coffee? You drove quite a bit.
I'm okay.
You're good? Yeah. There we are, sir. I'll let you do the. So thanks so much, Eric, for driving down or driving up here. You know, it wasn't too bad of a.
It's okay.
drive. Yeah.
I'm used to it from my job. So
Yeah.
I'm just
Okay.
all over the
What
place.
field are you in?
I'm in medical device.
Okay. Cool.
Medical device sales.
Oh, really interesting. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. So feel free to take all the wrapping off. I don't want to do that. A true test of the watch's condition is to just flip it over and look at the bracelet to see if they're on the clasp, really, and it's like a mirror shine on the side. And that's usually where, watches show their first signs of wear. You call it desk diving, when someone is just inadvertently, rubbing their hand, either through a mouse or on their keyboard. And as you can see, the watch is mint condition. It's pristine.
Oh, yeah. That's great. It's okay to take all this off right
Yeah,
here?
it's your watch.
Awesome. I really liked the history behind the watch, and of course, just the reputation. I had the pre-owned Rolex Explorer before, the 114270, and just the improvements of this one compared to the other one, even though they kind of look the same from far away, but feeling it right now, I can feel the difference in like the quality. Everything from the bracelet just feels much more sturdier. I was like always thinking about this watch, and finally it's here. So yeah, it's awesome.
So the summer months are traditionally slow, especially in the watch business. So I'm at $130,000, and we're halfway through the month. I just gotta hunker down, get back to the basics and try to make something out of nothing.
If you want to build a team to buy a product, by all means. My team won't be, and they don't.
So you want to switch to be just a Rolex pre-owned Rolex dealer?
We are what we are.
But we're not.
We have
That's not all we sell. That's what we make the least amount of money on, and that's not all we sell. Because there's 65% of other stuff.
That's most of what we can buy. Look at our portal and what comes our way. You can't buy that product. You can't scale that business because you can't buy enough of that product. So I don't care for it. I don't care for it.
Of course I can't buy enough of that product. There was only 9 of these made, number one. And it's obvious that Rolex is going to be the number one seller, always was the number one seller, and always will be the number one seller. But the margin, because of that, is just not there on Rolex, and you have to diversify.
Once in a while, like 3-4 times a year, you make a hit. That's just like
It all adds up.
frosted
It all adds up at the end of the year, doesn't it? The Breguets, the Hublot's, the IWCs, it all adds up at the end of the year.
Yeah, okay, fine. I'd rather have that money that you park in, and based on the margin that you make and how much time it takes to sell that shit, how many times over can we turn that over on Rolex?
Do you understand that during the normal times of our company, the normal times, I'm not talking about crazy market, I'm not talking about the way the market was, but in the normal times, go back pre-COVID, okay? We sold a lot of Rolexes. You know what the average margin was on Rolex back then? 6.8%. How long do you think it's going to be until it gets back to that?
Why do you think it would get back to that? Excuse me. You know what we didn't have? We didn't have a retail business, and all the Rolex business we were doing was on sold orders. That's the difference. We're buying from the public and selling more to the public. There's your margin difference. You're doubling your margin of what you used to make on Rolex. Rolex is what everybody wants. There's more risk for it. There's more clients for it. That's what makes your business valuable. Not some 75-year-old about to croak who's buying a Roger Lee sympathy. That's not who I want to attract anymore.
Well, the guy sold
Do you know
$28.
what the main push of these companies is now? Audemars Piguet, Patek Philippe. You know what they're trying to do? You know who they're trying to attract? The younger, the better. You're trying to attract the f***ing older. Why? We want the young bloods are the impulsive ones, they're the new ones entering the market. You capitalize on that market share, you're going to make way more money, and you're going to be able to scale. Well, not on Roger Dubuis sympathies and picking something off on the auction. Our business is as valuable as our supply chain. And what our supply chain clearly shows is that most people have Rolexes and high premium stuff to sell. Yes, the margin isn't there, but we make up for it in volume. That's our delta. We'll never be the margin business. We don't want to be the margin business.
As long as you did your proper due diligence on that piece and have some market research or have sold something similar to that, I won't say anything. But if you just blindly buy something on the speculation that it's worth this because there's not a lot of them out there or whatever the key may be, I'm completely opposed to that.
What you're saying, I agree 100%, with the exception that I still feel that those shorts are way too short on you.
Well, I work out my legs. I'm just sitting like that. I'm in my own office, my own business. So let me just recap everything that we just said. I don't 1000% disagree with you on the bigger margin stuff and stuff like that.
It has to be there to make up for the other stuff.
I agree with that. It was the logic of that piece. My concern is when we go to buy a piece like that, how much real due diligence did we do on that piece? Where?
I'm a little bit different, right? So whenever I buy stuff, I already have somebody in mind. 9 out of 10 times I already know who that piece is going to go to, who's going to sell to, and so on and so forth, with the exception of just going online to keep up that margin, to keep up the variety, right?
So look, after going back and forth with Adrian, I do see his point. However, I sold that watch 12 hours later at a $24,000 profit. And that's the watch business, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. We'll see you next week. Where do I drop my mic?